Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. As soon as we woke up, we grabbed our wine and then we went to go get our mail. It turns out that the Stardew Valley Fair is tomorrow and that we need to bring 9 items. I think I might go fishing and try to get some iridium tier fish, and we might look around, see if we can find anything else to put in our display. Alright, so we're just coming up on the last couple fish of this trip. I think we're going to spend the rest of the day foraging and cleaning up the farm, trying to get some more resources for sprinklers. Since we don't have access to the iridium sprinklers right this second, as we would need solar panels and lightning rods, and we don't have those quite this second, we are going to have to just use regular sprinklers, and I'm fine with covering the entire farm in those until we get what we need. And I do want to look at opening up a barn and maybe having some pigs or maybe a chicken coop. The very next day, I didn't have any crops to harvest, so I just went to the Stardew Valley Fair so that way we could get everything set up. I checked the store as soon as we came in, and I saw that there was a pretty cool looking Rarecrow and a Star Drop. Now, I did learn that there was a lot about the Rarecrows that I do need to get them whenever I see them because they kind of give more area space from what I read. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but that was my thought. So I put all of our fish in our display and I went to go get some tokens. And that is our 4,000 tokens that I wanted. So that way we would have 2,000 for the Star Drop. We would be able to get the prize ticket and the Rarecrow. There wasn't much else that I saw in there that I really wanted. Now, I will say that it took me almost 20 minutes to get all of these tokens because I heard betting on green is the easiest way to get through this and to make as many tokens as possible. So that's what I did, and every time that I would bet like a large amount on green, it would immediately hit on orange. There was actually one time where I hit orange 3 times in a row and I kind of lost everything, so then I had to go buy some tokens and start all over again. Shortly after getting all of the items that we needed out of the shop, we then started our display judging from Mayor Lewis. We ended up winning. We got a rating of 90, and that came with 1,000 tokens. For some reason, I didn't think about doing the contest first and then going to buy everything with the 1,000 tokens that we got. I always tend to just jump straight in without thinking about it. I kind of have a bad habit of doing that, but now we know for the next time. Starting the next day off, we didn't really have very much to collect. We harvested our bok choy, and then we decided to hit the skull caverns to get some more gold and try to get some iridium. Obviously, I still haven't improved on my combat though. Alright, ending the night off, we didn't really get a whole lot. We were mostly going for resources, but we did walk away with 1,700. It is a benefit to have it. It might not be as much as I wanted, but I did just want to go ahead and get some more gold in the bank so that way we could upgrade some of our tools. For day 18, we're going to go ahead and try to knock out as many of the gold bars and iron bars and also the quartz so that way we can make every single sprinkler we will need for spring. Start of day 19, we actually had a decent amount of crops to go ahead and harvest. It was a bunch of wild seeds that we already had. Plus, this is our first harvest for all of our cranberries. I know we did kind of plant them a little bit late, but that is a-okay. I was kind of behind this season, but this should be the last season that I'm behind in any way. And I can't wait to see how far we can make it this upcoming spring. For day 19, we just kind of filled the community center, went foraging, and then we got a quest asking for a pumpkin for Caroline, which I will be giving her later today at day 20, and we did make a pretty decent amount of gold. I do believe I'm going to drop off my pickaxe to go ahead and upgrade it, as for winter, we're probably going to be doing a lot of mining. I think that's when we're going to get the bulk of everything that we need, and hopefully a bunch of iridium. We spent the rest of day 20 just kind of wandering around, foraging, trying to get our levels up. The very next day, day 21, at the end of the week, we had quite a bit to collect. It was also lightning and raining outside, so we will have an extra battery pack. That does mean that we will be able to make another iridium sprinkler, but until we get solar panels, we're going to be really behind on those. That doesn't mean that we won't be able to get them, but hopefully by time spring comes, we might have more of them, which means that we won't need as many regular sprinklers. After heading outside, we did have a lot of jellies and some gold bars to collect. I don't have very much to smelt right now, and we're probably going to spend the rest of the time kind of fishing until our pickaxe is ready, which isn't a big deal. It is a very easy and good way to make a lot of money. We do have a lot of levels that we need to get, so we're probably going to do quite a bit of foraging every single day as we can. But we also do have the pumpkins ready to pick up, so that is going to be a collection slot at the community center and the quest for Caroline completed. Turning in the pumpkin to Caroline, we find out that it is actually Abigail's favorite. I have been trying to figure out everybody's favorites or something to gain favor with every single person in Stardew. For the late game, you do need to have favoritism with everybody, and we also need to find someone to marry. Now, I haven't fully decided on who it's going to be, as I haven't really talked to all the NPCs for the most part, but I think I have my eye on someone, and if you have any guess as to who that is, comment down below. And while you're there, why not like and subscribe? I would really, really appreciate it. You never know, you might be right. And starting day 22, we grab our battery and our wine. We actually needed the wine for the community center, and we also have to head over to Clint's to pick up our golden pickaxe. While taking the long way to Clint's, we stop by the community center and we drop off some corn. After dropping out the corn, we head over to the bulletin board, dropping the wine off in the Enchanter's bundle, leaving the only thing we need in that one being the rabbit's foot. After picking up our golden pickaxe, we just went down into the mines so that way we could grab a few things. Really, I was just looking for gold to be able to make mega bombs. That way, whenever we get to the skull caverns a little bit more, we can clear them twice as fast and be able to harvest a lot more stone to try to use the stone to make stairs, which will help us get to the lower levels, enabling us to get a lot more iridium ore. Even though it is a bad luck day for us, I decided to head to the Skull Cavern so that way we could go ahead and just resource farm. Like I said, we're only really going so that way we can build a bunch of mega bombs, be able to just kind of fly through the Skull Caverns, collecting as much as we can and in the shortest amount of time. I realized that going down in the Skull Caverns, while it says that it's completely endless, you will, for the most part, run out of time. And that's going to be the biggest factor for us, is having the time to get deeper and deep enough to where we're going to be getting mass amounts of iridium ore in the long run. Following up with day 24, it's going to be a lot of the same thing. We're going to go out here, we're going to get as many resources as we can to be able to make mega bombs. Hopefully we will also run into some iridium ore today. It is a neutral day for us, so I don't expect to be getting a whole lot, but it would be really nice for us to be able to get kind of deeper down and be able to handle getting a lot more iridium ore. After a very long day, we actually barely just made it home at 150 with next to no health. I was one hit away from passing over, and we unlocked the crystallarium, leaving us with 4,900 in the bank after selling all of our cranberry harvests. For the beginning of day 25, we go ahead and collect our jade. We are going to go drop off the scrolls to the museum, so that way we will be able to kind of talk to the dwarf pretty soon. We have 2 out of the 4 that we needed. We have 4 and 2, so we need 1 and 3. Very unfortunate for us, but we're going to spend a good majority of this time just at the Calico Mines or Skull Caverns. We need to get kind of low, as I would really like to load up on as much iridium ore to start the next year off in the greatest way possible. We also need to try to get the solar panels. We're not quite there yet, but hopefully we will be soon. I'm going to go through all of our chests in the meantime, get all of the crops and forageables throughout the year that we just kind of collected that we no longer need for any of the community center bundles, and I'm going to sell them. We need 25,000 gold to be able to upgrade our pickaxe from gold to iridium, and we're not that far off. I think we'll be able to reach it fairly soon. Ending off day 25, we actually got level 7 combat, which is pretty hype for us. We did have a very good luck day, or a good luck day, not very good luck, but a good luck day, and I was super excited about that. We do have a lot in store for us, and I can't wait for us to start tomorrow. Hopefully it's another good luck day, because I plan to hit the mines even harder than we did before. Though we did walk away with a little over 7,000 gold for day 25. Day 26, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of money, but the hope is there that we will be able to get some. It's going to be sunny, and there is a event. The spirits are whispering, letting us know that we have a little extra luck today. So we're definitely going to hit the mines super hard. When I threw down a bomb here, I was actually very surprised. We got a prismatic shard. I had never gotten one of these before. In the couple times that I had played Stardew way back in the day, I'd never gotten one, but I was told as soon as I get one that I need to go to the middle of the 3 pillars in the desert, and I will get a pretty good surprise or some kind of reward. So I finished our mining trip here. I think we made it all the way down to floor 44. There was some iridium there, but we were super low on HP, and I did not want to pass out. I'm still kind of getting the combat thing down, and we don't hit extremely hard, so I did want to be especially careful. This was another first for me. I had never gotten a special room chest anytime that I had come to these mines. We got 5 mega bombs, and we got a farm teleport, which I was pretty hyped about. It wasn't like a huge deal, but I thought it was kind of neat that we could still get these. I thought that would only be in the mines back at Stardew Valley in the town. I didn't know it would carry over all the way to here too. All right, as we leave the mines, we go straight over to the pillars. Like I said, I was told to hold it and walk in between these. Lo and behold, we get a little cutscene with some beautiful sparkles. And we are rewarded with a special galaxy sword. I had never had this before. I didn't know this was a thing in the game. I thought the best sword that you could get was the lava katana, which I was saving up for after I upgraded our pickaxe. That was going to be the next thing that we did. I don't know why I took the bus home here instead of using the farm teleport. It would have got us home a lot faster, but, you know, hindsight's 2020. Starting off the last 2 days of the season, we harvest our corners. Will be the last harvest that we get from anything for the entire rest of the season. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm fine with that. Today there is the event, but we are most likely going to skip it. We're going to go back to the caverns, and we're going to try to get some more iridium and a few other things. We unlocked the lightning rod, which was super important for us, so that way we can make the better sprinklers. But I believe fall is the only time that you get lightning, so we would have to wait all the way until then. But we can unlock the solar panels, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm going to spend the rest of the day harvesting, running around, getting our foraging level, and hitting the mines. Tomorrow is also a bad luck day, so we're going to kind of just repeat it. We're going to spend the entire time harvesting, running around, foraging, and trying to just get the farm in a better standing, clearing it out. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really would mean the world to me, and I can't wait to play this even more and maybe see some of you guys down in the comments letting me know what your favorite parts of Stardew Valley is. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.